Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Xavier Smith, and today I'm going to talk about the water cycle. Let's dive into it with lakes and the ocean. The lake over here and the ocean are both huge bodies of water. Now, how does this water cycle, how does it go through the water cycle and cycle throughout the biosphere and go somewhere else on Earth? Well, it goes through this process called evaporation, which means this water in the lake and in the ocean, even though it's salty, the salt is left behind in the water, just comes up. So it's fresh water coming out of the ocean. It goes through this process called evaporation, where it'll basically be heated up. This water is heated up by solar energy from our sun, and then the water will kind of just go into the sky, and it'll go through condensation, another process, with all these dust particles and water that's gone through condensation make up clouds. Then the water eventually will come back down through the clouds because it's a cycle, and that is called precipitation, which is rain. So if you're looking at like the chance of precipitation on your weather app, that's the chance that these clouds here are going to rain. So if there's no clouds above you, there can't be precipitation. But if there are clouds above you, just saying, well, there's 25% chance that precipitation is going to happen. So precipitation is rain, and then that could go back. This rain could land back in the lake and just be more lake water. Could go back to the ocean and be ocean water again. Or it could turn into runoff, which could go to a lake or an ocean. Or the soil could kind of like absorb it, and that's called percolation in the soil. And then that will eventually go to groundwater, which are our little like aquifers in the ground. And then here's our groundwater, and eventually it'll go back to the ocean and eventually evaporate again. But some of this precipitation does go to our plants. Of course, they need water and carbon dioxide, and then they create oxygen and glucose through photosynthesis. So they need water as well. Every living thing needs water. So some of this precipitation lands on these plants. They use it, but some is taken up from them through a process called transpiration, which then goes back into the clouds in condensation, and it cycles again. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and like and subscribe.